Yes, James Crochet led the team.
He wouldn't run the ball the way he ran like tonight. A couple times where he took off.
If we're drafting all these players in the first round, we're spending money on these players.
And there is not much that teams are going to do when you're winning.
Even if you ain't feeling what I got to say, I can write it, ball it up, and sew it away.
Congrats to Ferris for Giants winning. I know you're happy.
I can 86 the joint, drop a number today.
Once we get to the playoffs,
even if you ain't feeling what I got to say, I can write it, ball it up, and sew it away. Name hit record and let the beat play. I can 86 the joint, drop a number today. I'm more Langston than
I want him to start doing that.
Would have sworn, Lord, I got the end. Him and Wade with a Marvin getting mine. That should be a big deal. Where do I sign? Living in illusions of freedom. Warning signs like.
All right. Welcome back. For those of you that have been here before, I thank you for supporting me, showing me love, just being here with me after each and every Ravens game. And for those of you that are new, I appreciate you stopping through, seeing what we got going on. If you like it, please help support the channel. Like, subscribe, comment. But even if you don't, I still appreciate you just bringing your presence. Now, this is Rvnsonlinungatekprs, and I am your man, Hendo. This here is a safe space for us to talk. This here is a place for you to get alternative thoughts, views, opinions on football, life, family, friends, everything in general. Because in here, we talk football with friends and family. Now, sometimes friends and family may fight, but we're all family. Nonetheless, we are under that umbrella of Flock Nation, of Ravens Kingdom. So even though we may fight, disagree, we still come together in the end for this team. Now, when you're here, I ask two things of you. I ask for you to be respectful to myself and everybody in here. You can voice your opinion. You can say how you feel, but just please do it respectfully. And the second thing that I ask of you is to bring facts over feelings. But dealing with this roller coaster of a team, if you want to bring feelings, I understand, because we just ain't getting it. Now, it may appear that I am alone, but I know he's grinning. I'm about to bring up my man, my partner, the Mad Snacker. What's going on, Mad Snacker?
You're never alone, Hendo. You know this. You're never alone. Yeah, I know. I had to hurry up and eat off the camera before Jose comes in here and starts yelling at me.
Yes, I saw you back there. Just like,
I was trying to hurry up and finish it. Yeah,
that's why I tried to keep talking. I'm like, let me let him enjoy his morsels.
Yeah,
yeah, big.
I had a snack a little bit, and I think the Ravens should let James Crochet snack a little bit more. They only gave him one throw. They should give him more.
I'm not dealing with you right now. All right, thank you all for being here. Let me see who we got up in here. My man, Big Reg. What's going on, man? Thank you. Cousin Davon's in the house. What's good, sir?
Davon.
We got Chin Woo. Yes, sir. A win is a win. Defense. We'll get into all that, Rock. I mean, Chin. We got you. But thank you for stopping by. We got Akeem Johnson up in here. What's going on, fam? I'm just chilling. I guess I'm trying to process what happened during this game. I'm happy for the win.
I mean, you guys won. What is there to process? Let's go.
It's a lot to process, bro. I mean, listen.
Let them ride. Let them ride.
Yeah, that's right. We got my man D Weezy in the house. Football with friends and family. Let's ride. Listen, if you're into betting, if you're into sports betting and props, check out my man D Weezy over at Backyard Action Media. Check out his channel. Get some good tips and tricks. Listen, you can make yourself some money. When it comes to basketball, my man is spot on. So head over to his channel, like, subscribe, check him out. Also, check out my man MDT Sports. What's going on, bro? Says John Hall needs to be fired in EDC too. They do, but
I've never seen so many people want somebody fired after a win.
See, that's the thing, Shug. Unlike your organization, we understand that this is bigger than a win. And with all the talent that we've accumulated, we shouldn't win 10-9.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Let's keep saying what's up to the chat because I don't know. I think you got to kind of admit you were saying it all week that they could possibly lose to the Broncos, and when we talk about the defense, we talk about the receiving core, we talk about the running backs, the O line, head coaching, special teams. The one thing that's been consistent is the quarterback play of Lamar Jackson, and now you're going to be without that for a couple of weeks. And Ravens fans are really going to understand what he does for your team. You know, I think they're going to really find out in a what is it? How's that old saying go?
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's going to be a hard truth to deal with come in the next couple of weeks, especially divisional games, games that you need to win right now. So, you know, we'll see what happens. You know,
Indeed, my cousin Davon, my real cousin Davon's in the house. I mean, Darrell is in the house. Appreciate you, bruh. Thank you for stopping by. We got Zeke Hokage, one of the hottest names out in the YouTube verse. Hottest name, Zeke Hokage. It's fire. What's going on, bruh?
Dope name.
We got Raven76. Be more. Salute.
What's going on?
All right. So listen, thank you all for stopping by once again. We are streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and once again, my newly minted audio side. So wherever you get your audio podcast from, go over there. I'm there. New episodes drop every Monday at 9 a.m. So if you could just go over there and support me, go to Good Pod, sign up, support your boy. I think I'm top 80 in football podcasts now. You know, I like to shoot up in the 50s.
Top 80? That's not bad.
I mean, I think I may be competing against 7 other people, but
hey, it don't matter. Hey, it don't matter. A win's a win, right?
I mean, it's I guess the audio podcast mirrors the Ravens. No matter if it's pretty or if it's ugly, a win is a win.
Oh, look at Mr. Yeah, look at Mr. Has he sent you a message yet to get on the show?
Brad, he doesn't want to be on here. I told Brad he has an open invitation, and he said to me, no.
He's such a liar. He loves being on camera. He loves it.
He just doesn't love being with me.
Oh, I mean, he enjoys being with you. Trust me. We all know that.
I mean, exactly, Davon. Wow, B. Wow. Exactly. Like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know. So what's going on, Marcus? Thank you for stopping by. It says a win is a win, either by 1 or by 10.
Yeah.
You are factually correct, sir. A win is a win. But once again, with all the money that we pay and all the talent that we've had on this team from year to year to year, this ain't cutting it, especially with the caliber of the team that we just played. And yes, Chinwoo, Owe got a sack. We're going to get into him. Agent E, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Laquan Lawrence. Laquan Lawrence, LL. Thank you. Pause. Indefinitely. All right, look, let's jump into this game because this is not going to be a long stream. I want to get and watch some football. I want to eat. You know, I might hop over to the Golden Dragon and get some Yang poison. You know.
Oh, okay.
I might. I don't know. You know. We got DDSQ in the house. Thank you for stopping by. All right, so let's get into this Baltimore Ravens win over the Denver Broncos 10-9. It wasn't a pretty game. You know, I know that John Harbaugh loves saying, listen, it wasn't pretty, but it's us. We can't keep going through this week after week, year after year. Like, it's just not good football. Lamar, unfortunately, went out towards the second quarter, and they inserted Tyler Huntley. Now, for some reason, when somebody other than Lamar plays quarterback for this team, we start running different plays. Like, things we speed it up. We have up-tempo. We do shorter pass patterns. Like, we play like this team is supposed to play, even with the lesser talent. But for some reason, when Lamar's in, we have long development plays. We just have idiotic concepts that we put in, aside from Mr. James Prochet.
James Prochet to save the day.
James Prochet. James Prochet almost lost us the game because we were driving. We were at least going to get 3 points out of it. And then your man just lines up and says, "This is my one and only chance to throw a touchdown in the National Football League," and just heaved the ball up around 3 defenders. And it was intercepted. I'm like, bruh. But defensively, I know that everybody's going to say we held it down. We finally did what we were supposed to do. No, it's not. And this is not acceptable. A win is a win. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy. We're still division leading. I don't know what's really going on in the KC game, but we should not be winning like this with the talent that we have, with the money that we've kicked out. Now, what is your take on this game, Sugarton?
I mean, again, a win is a win. Like everybody says, a win is a win. You can't really. You have to take who's in front of you, play them, and there's some days opponents are going to just get up to play you. That's just the nature of the beast, and that seems to happen. But what I take from this is the Lamar injury. The Lamar injury is the big factor here, because if we're watching Lunch Break Hot Take, if you were hearing Coach talk, looking at Twitter, people are either freaking out about Lamar being hurt or saying some ridiculous stuff. Lamar, like you said, went out in the second quarter, and we know what happened last time Lamar got hurt, and the Ravens were 8-3, leading the division. They never won a game after that and missed the playoffs. And it's almost like history is repeating itself here. So now the Ravens have to really rely on that defense. And I will 100% shout out to Jose from Lunch Break Hot Take. He said it. Ravens didn't stop Denver's offense. Denver just ran out of time. And they had a couple more seconds. Denver probably wins that game. And you could say, well, they ran out of time. The defense, sure, okay, yeah, you're right. The defense made them use the time up, but Russell Wilson was able to get right past the 50-yard line. Was literally probably 5 to 8 more yards.
About 3 more yards.
3 more yards to feel comfortable. That kick, when he kicked it, how short it was, I would say he needed another 5 yards, 5 to 8 yards.
It was in the end zone. It was 3 yards, about 3 yards short.
Yeah, but the way it was coming down, like you needed.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So we give him 5. We'll give him 5 yards.
Yeah, so he needed 5 more yards to get that field goal in. So the Ravens defense can't even take a win from this. They can't really look at themselves and say, "Well, we won this game." And I know Shawu was in there saying, the defense. I mean, it's the Broncos. Jerry Jeudy still has 65 yards. Greg, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. I can't. But Greg, number 80 for the Broncos, had 85 yards.
And he's a rookie.
So, yeah, your defense, did what it had to do. But at the same time, this was the Denver Broncos. And it's funny because in Lunch Break's Hot Take chat, someone says, if we play even a half decent QB, we're in trouble. Well, guess what? Half decent's coming next week. Mittens is coming.
Wait, first of all, yeah, did y'all win today?
Yes, we did. Beat Atlanta.
He is no longer Baby Mittens. His new name is Infant Digits.
Infant Digits.
Infant Digits is his new name. He's graduated. His hands may have grown just a little bit, so he's Infant.
A little bit. I mean, hey, you know what? We'll take the baby steps, but I mean, going back to the Ravens, because this is the Ravens podcast.
Talk about what I want to talk about.
No, I get it, but
I'm just kidding.
If you think that you can take this defense and take what the offense you had, and you're going to go up against KC, you're going to go up against the Bengals, you're going to go up against the Bills, you're going to go up against Miami, the Jets, even though you guys beat the Jets, if you're going to go up against any of those teams,
they're a different team now. The Jets are a different team now.
If you think you're going to walk in and try to, or you're going to have them come to your place and beat those teams, you have another thing cutting. And now we don't know, like last year when they said, well, Lamar was hurt. It's only supposed to be a couple weeks. He ended up missing the rest of the season. And now, and Harvey didn't really give a definitive answer. Obviously, we'll have to wait till Monday. But now it's a couple days, weeks. So what? So when is he going to come back? And your next 4 games are against Pittsburgh, Cleveland, the Falcons, Pittsburgh again, and then Cincinnati. These are important games right here. These are very important games that you need. That are division games. Obviously, it's going to come down. It's going to come down to the Bengals and you. If to this last game of the season, and if Lamar's not there, now what? So it's that's to me what I took away from this game was the Lamar injury. Like I said, Ravens fans are now going to see what it's like not to have Lamar Jackson as the quarterback again. Last year they didn't, and they still didn't believe it. No, we can still win games. Okay. Now you're going to see it again. Are you gonna actually take in the truth now, or are you gonna still be in denial about it and think this man isn't worth the money that he's wanting because he carries this team? We saw it today. Yeah, Huntley had 187 yards through a pick, but he, wasn't great. Like what did you do? Yeah, he scored. They were able to get that touchdown to win the game, but it wasn't. You think Huntley's going to lead you against KC? Have fun with that one.
Yeah. So for me, the issue with Lamar's injury is I've been saying it all year. We've been giving Lamar extra hits for no apparent reason. Like late in games when the game's already won, they've run him. He's just taking these extra hits. And I'm like, I feel an injury coming because he's getting pounded, every game for no particular reason. And I have to take this back to Eric DeCosta because a lot of it starts with him going into the season with knowing that Ronnie Stanley was hurt. He had no viable plan for a backup left tackle. We took an injured right tackle in Juwan James and thought that he was going to come in and do something. Didn't work out. He got hurt first game. Then we said, oh, you know what? We've got our swing tackle or our utility guy. He's going to come in. He got hurt. Okay, we're going to take our rookie 4th round pick, right tackle, and make him the left tackle. And it worked for a second. It was cool for the game that he played. But what ended up happening was going towards the trade deadline, we still did nothing to get a viable plan. So not everybody feels it's top 5, top 10, whatever you think it is. We still let Lamar get hit a little bit too much. And for me, this is a very eerie feeling because if you look at it, Lamar got hurt in the 12th game last year in the second quarter, just like this year. And what did they say? Oh, it's a heel bruise. He got a problem. He'll be back in a couple weeks. We never saw Lamar again. Is this the same thing? Because we all know that John Harbaugh is a liar. He sits there and says, oh, he just aggravated something. And he'll be out for maybe a week or two, maybe miss some days of practice, but he was already injured going into this game. And we knew that. So he's got hurt again. Also with his injury, the play calling. Like they design things to get the ball out of Huntley's hands fast so he doesn't get hit. They design plays that work. It was kind of weird seeing guys go past the first down marker trying to get first downs. That was weird to me because normally we either go short or we go long. We don't do anything that's tailor-made for a specific situation. I just feel like we're going to find out what this team is truly made. This team is truly made of, being that Lamar's not going to be here and we're going to have more of Huntley. We're actually getting a preview of next year when Lamar's not going to be here at all. So all of these people, maybe not you all out here right now, but all of you people talking about this offense flows better with Huntley. It just looks better. He's a better passer. How much y'all think about this? Lamar, Tyler Huntley threw 32 passes. He completed 27. Completion percentage off the chain. But with 27 completed passes, he didn't have 200 yards.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy that you didn't even have close to 250. Something like that.
What do you mean? He didn't have close to 200. He was 13 yards away.
What I'm saying is you should have like 250 at least if you're throwing 27 times. Bronny says they be careful. They're slandering other creators in here today. First off, we would never slander OTR Mike because he's the GOAT. He's my number one. So just that's not gonna happen. Just you, Bronny. You're number 5 or number 4. What is Bronny? Yeah, number 4.
Bronny's number 3.
Yeah, he's moved to number 5 now.
Bruh.
I moved Jose up.
Wait a minute. First of all, I don't know what you're doing because there was a point in time when you said Jose was number 2.
Yeah, that was the time that you made me mad. But you're back at number 2 now.
I made you mad?
Yeah. You said something. You know how you always be doing me dirty.
Oh my Lord.
Bronny's number 5 now.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to do too much right now. So
No, you're good.
how do you feel that the Ravens will do next week against Pittsburgh? Because if Tyler Huntley is going to start, do you think that now gives you a chance? Because toddler digits, infant digits, he looked halfway decent today.
Look, first off, we had a chance no matter what. I think we have a better chance without you guys having Lamar. One of your concerns, talk about the right side of the line, was TJ Watt. And TJ Watt is getting back into form. I think he's only had 1 sack since he's come back, maybe not even a sack, but he's affected the defense. He's galvanized that defense, and as he's galvanized the defense, the offensive has looked a lot better. And Big Wash just said Bengals just beat the Chiefs. This was worst timing for the Ravens for Lamar to get hurt. This is like the worst timing.
Thanks.
Because you're going into Pittsburgh now. You then have to go. You should probably be Atlanta. Even though Atlanta, let me tell you something. Atlanta can run that ball. Number 85. The GOAT's in the house. Number 85.
Right.
For Atlanta. I watched that game today. Man, can he run the ball? Peterson. I think his name is Peterson.
His name is Cordell Patterson.
Patterson. Sorry. I said Peterson. My bad. Patterson. He can absolutely run that ball. And he can blow people up. The way the Falcons run the ball with their 2 running backs is going to be a hard time for any team. We were able to shut them down in that first half, and in that second half they ran all over us. But you're now going into Pittsburgh. Then you're playing Cleveland, who's gotten Watson back, and then you're playing Atlanta, which should be a win.
Thanks. It might come down to week 18 in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and then you got Pittsburgh coming into
Baltimore. That's a sweep. Don't worry.
Here we go. Okay, you keep thinking that. Yeah, sweep for the Steelers.
False.
But we
got a super chat. I'm sorry, we got a tip here, and thank you. More in peace from my man Eric L. $50. It says thank you for another most excellent show. I appreciate you. Listen, Eric L is a very generous individual, and I am humbled, and I'm so appreciative of this man. Also, I would like to welcome him as a new patron, along with Coach Evans.
Nice.
So I have 2 new patrons. So welcome to the Road family. I thank you. I appreciate you. If you want to be grand and awesome like them, just look down at the ticker. Go to patreon.com/ROUG. You can get in on the Patreon. You can get on the patronage. You can be a part of the Discord. You can get in on the fantasy football. You can get video requests. Like, there are a lot of perks. And there's some things that I have coming up for January, which is my 1-year anniversary of being a YouTuber, which I'm going to have some special prizes to give out to the patrons and maybe some of you guys. So once again, if you feel so inclined, sign up, because even after I do these streams, I may start doing an after stream hangout for the patrons where we get to talk about a lot of stuff, maybe watch some football together. It's going to be a really dope time. So, hey, you get to hang out with Suge even more. What's better than that? But once again, Eric, I appreciate you. Anything, Suge? Nothing?
Sorry, I have little girls running around in my house.
I don't care about you. Whoa, wait a minute, Brodney. Wait a minute.
I know Bronny just be going at
Why
us.
are you? Is that directed towards me?
Probably. No, probably toward me. That's okay.
No, that's y'all. Y'all is plural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, what's up with this? You know, I heard you were somewhere admitting that you hated Christian Bale. I saw the video. I saw the proof. It's out there.
I was caught in 4K.
You were caught
dead. Was caught dead to rights in 4K.
You said out your mouth, "Hey,
yep.
I hate Christian Bale." Oh, yep. I'm in trouble.
Yep, I sure did.
Immediately. So what's that about? Oh, we got my man Rvnsonlinungatekprs in house. Is going on.
What's up, Rvnsonlinungatekprs?
Huntley would throw a pick each game. He might. He just might. Just know he's a game manager. He's not. I will say he did look good for being a backup. He came in the game cold and just had to run with things as they came. He did okay, but I just don't think overall we can win with this dude. We got Ball Guy 101. Patterson got us in that Vikings games a few years back. He did. Listen, we don't know if he's a wide receiver or running back. Like,
where's 85 and he runs the ball? It's weird.
He's missed.
It bothers me.
And he's been in the league for a while, so it's not like he's a young guy. So, you know, and Davon says Buffalo is the top seed. That's not good.
Yeah,
because we know what happened last time we went up to Buffalo. You know, we wanted to blame everything on swirling winds, and it was the fact that we just didn't play well.
Shinwoo, you said the O-line is fine. You think that right side is going to be able to block TJ Watt next week? Now with Lamar back there, I think TJ would have to work. I think TJ would have to work a little harder because Lamar does have that elusiveness and can get away. But with Huntley back there, and the way that Hightower's been playing, and the way that Cam Hayward's been playing,
that is true. That is facts. Hey, Davon, I don't know what you are inferring here. I don't know if I put my foot in my mouth and said something, and now y'all gonna start requesting videos. But I know that there have been some patron requested live streams, and some people think that should be a part of the patronage tiers. I'll think about it. What?
Did I say Highsmith, or did I might have said Hightower?
You might have said Hi.
Highsmith. You know who I'm talking about.
What's going on, Brandon?
What up, Buck?
What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to figure out what Brody's talking about. Why is F me? Who was talking with who? What?
Bronny's just in the mood today.
I know, man. He didn't. Listen, he didn't
have it. Yeah, he didn't have his Frosted Flakes this morning.
And the Panthers didn't play. And the Panthers did not play. That's what it was. He's upset he didn't get to watch his team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you were going to that. Okay.
Hanging with Hendo.
False. So
hashtag it.
False. So let's get this out here. Let's put it out here for everybody and get this straight right now. You don't hate us, Bronny. Okay, so Raven. So what it is once again, there is an open slot on Saturday nights where there's a void on Saturday nights. None of us that we all deal with are streaming on Saturday nights. And there have been people that have been saying, hey, we need some content. We need something, give us something. So my plan was to get a bunch of us together and start a show. And it didn't. There we go with the BS. And it, oh Lord. And it didn't necessarily have to deal with football. It could deal with a variety of topics, life. It didn't matter. Just something where we get on air, give the people something to watch and something to talk about. And somehow this idea turned into my show. When I clearly said we as a collective need to get and put something together.
Yeah, we're gonna put something together. The thing is I do a show on Friday.
What's your
that's
point?
my show.
I do a show on. So no. What?
You do a show on Sunday.
No. Exactly. So I don't understand what the difference is.
So Saturday we're gonna come together.
Okay.
We'll do a show together, but the show's just gonna be on your channel.
No. Why does it have to be on my channel? And why does it have to be my name?
You have to say because you have the 1,000 subscribers. Because we can't do late night or Suge Night. That's already taken.
We can do it on LBHT network.
They
or
have
hang
they
or
have
hang.
old man. They have old man
Okay,
gamers.
we
to deal
can
with.
do it. We can do it with hanging with Mr. J. We can do
Jay's got kids and he's busy.
Davon's Day. Like, we have options. It's a bunch of us. Listen, if y'all don't know, in the LBHT community, shout out to Lunch Break Hot Take. If you have not subscribed, which I know y'all already have, please go over there and subscribe. But what we have here is a conglomerate of content creators, and we do a lot of work together. If we're not working together, we're in the Discord. So
Arguing.
we're not arguing. We talk about everything. We're coming up with ideas. We're helping each other grow. It's just a group of people that come together to help each other be better than what they were before we got here. So, hey, if you don't sign up to my Discord, sign up to Lunch Break Hot Takes Discord, and I guarantee you it'll be worth it. Nitro the Wonderkin is their new patron. And once he gets acclimated to all of us, he can tell you firsthand, like, it's real live. And I, for certain, am honored and blessed to have met such genuine people off the internet. Like, you always see us together. Somehow or another, we're always cross-streaming with one another. And that's because we are a tight-knit group, because, like I said, God blessed me and put me in a situation to meet certain people. But what we will not be blessed with is hanging with Hendo, or hanging with Henderson, or hanging with Henderson, or whatever you want to call it. That's not what's going to happen.
I'm just telling you, hanging with Hendo sounds so catchy, and that just feels like a Saturday night. Hanging with
Okay.
Hendo.
Okay. Listen, problem solved. Derek said he got it. I can
He
wash
said,
my...
"What if?" He said, "What if?" And I'm agreeing with Bronny. Like, are you making decisions for Lunch Break Hot Take now?
Oh, no, I was throwing out suggestions. What are you talking about? I was throwing out a suggestion.
And the goat's right too. He says, you have the most subscribers. It's on you, bro. Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything? Okay,
because
all right,
you
all right,
have
listen,
the most eyes
listen,
on you.
Listen, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, so fair. We're gonna go by quarters. Okay, we're gonna go by quarters. Nope. So we're gonna average out everybody's average viewership over the last 4 months, and whoever has the most viewership on average, I feel like they should have that channel. That sound fair?
Okay, I am agreeing with Mike though. The new name should be, how about Sipping with Henny? Sipping Henny with Hendo. That is a great podcast name. 100%.
It's not
Sipping Henny with Hendo. Yes.
I'm done with y'all. We will talk about this offline. All right, now let's move on. I'm sorry, I apologize. Like, we had to nip this in the bud. Right, it's starting to sound shady, B. So I'm about to scrap the whole thing. Like, it's getting to be too much. So, whoa. What do you mean they get to go first? So so whoever wins.
I mean, we could rotate channels. We could do the show and just rotate it.
No,
so
we
one
just
week it's on yours, 1 week it's on Mike's, 1 week it's on mine.
I'm good, bro. I don't want the responsibility. I just want to talk. I don't want the responsibility. I just want to talk.
But love responsibility.
I mean,
just like the Ravens need to take responsibility for Lamar's injury.
Fact, that is a good segue. All right, so we're going to get to our offensive and defensive players of the game. No, Jose, stop it. See, stop. I knew Jose was going to have my back, but God dang it. Listen, all right, enough of that. We're going into the offensive and defensive players of the game. So, Shug, if you have them, or do you want me to go first?
You know what? Offensively, I'll go with Tyler Huntley.
Okay,
that's a tough spot. That's a tough spot to come into.
Facts.
Come into when your franchise QB gets hurt. You're down. You're not playing well. The team is not performing well, and you're able to score that winning touchdown to lead your team to a victory. I would have maybe said Mark Andrews, but he only had 53 yards. Demarcus Robinson had 41. Devin Duvernay finally showed up, 34 yards. Likely had 30. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Tyler Huntley. Deshaun Jackson had 2 for 10 yards. Did his hamstrings hold up?
Well, here's the thing. All that happened in like the first half, and then we didn't see him or hear from him again. So
I'll go with Tyler Huntley on the offensive side of the ball, the ball. What about you?
Did you do defense? Or you will be passing? We passing it back and forth. How we doing this? What you want to do?
It's your show.
How you want to do? All right. Well, you know what?
Hold on. We got some Got some people in the chat. My favorite kind of people. Hold up. Remove.
That's right. Moderators.
Remove. And let's put those people in timeout.
Yeah, I just blocked them. All right, so what's going on, Baltimore? Get up. Yeah, the Bengals on the Chiefs. Like, it's mental. For me, offensive player of the game is going to be Tyler Huntley. He was 27 of 32 for 187 yards, an interception. He was our leading rusher. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And he also went in for the game-winning touchdown. Now, defensively, I don't know who you're going to choose, Shug, but I guarantee you that you're not going to choose who I chose defensively.
Let's see.
I guarantee it. So
we'll say 1, 2, 3, and you say who you're gonna pick.
Oh no, I have co-defensive players of the game, and I guarantee you're not gonna have either one of these people.
Okay, I think I might have one, but go
ahead. All right. So for me, my co-defensive players of the game, and y'all can let me know who y'all think is yours in the comment section. My first one is Russell Wilson. His play just horrendous, and once again, like Rodney said, if we were to play a half decent quarterback, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have happened. Like, I know we laud the defense for having a somewhat spectacular game up to Ravens standards, but you got to realize Russell Wilson's been struggling all year long, and he's just been horrible. He had some throws that he was off on. Gosh, I don't know how Rodney tricked me into trading for him, but my other Yes, Darius, Mr. Sierra. I didn't want to disrespect the man. He just had a bad game.
Disrespectful.
My other defensive player of the game is going to be Paul Hackett. He has got to be the worst head coach in the NFL. His situational awareness, horrible. Play calling, horrible. He had to hire our old special teams coach just to help him manage the game. Now, why you would hire Jerry Rosberg to help you manage a game, I don't know, because it's not working. Like, I just think they need to move on from him. So, I don't know. So, oh no. Shout out to my baby girl, my oldest, Jazzy, who is not in the continental U.S. right now. So you are forgiven. Like, it's hard to figure out those time differences sometimes, but I hope you are out there having fun, and please be safe. Z the Beast is in the house. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Yes, Raven C. I traded for him thinking I could flip him. Okay. I didn't know. I had no delusions to think I was getting dangerous. Not at all. I already have Joe Burrow and Derek Carr. I was just going to use him and flip him for another deal, but he just played so bad, nobody wants him. I listen. It was a 3-team deal, and he just happened to be thrown in there, so it wasn't anything good. Sorry, Shug. Your defensive player of the game, sir?
No, you're good. You're good. Hey, I'm always love talking fantasy football with you guys. That damn dynasty league.
Right.
I think I'm winning this. I think I'm winning my next match. I'm 9-4, I think, or I don't remember. Anyway,
well, what am I? If you're 9-4, what am I?
Aren't you undefeated, or you're one loss?
No.
You're undefeated?
Oh yes.
Don't worry, I'll beat you in the playoffs. You'll choke it away.
Whoa! Why y'all keep wishing that on me? So you want me to have an undefeated season
and then lose to me 100%.
And lose in the playoffs?
100%.
No, Mike. I actually said. I also said I actually said Flock Nation, let's fly. That's what I said. And then Justin Tucker stole my words and didn't give me credit for it. But go ahead, shit.
He might not have the best game, but I'm gonna shout out Owe. Finally got a sack.
No, that's the second one.
The second one, okay. Well,
but I mean, yeah, okay.
He got a sack though. So I would give it to Owe. Marlon Humphrey played well. I would say those two.
What's going on, Mr. J?
Obviously, Prochet, did some defensive things by throwing an interception. No, I'm just joking. The problem is like you said, you're playing against the Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson. How are you not dominating this? Now, I will give the Ravens credit, and a lot of Ravens fans seem to enjoy this. You did hold them to field goals, but your offense couldn't do anything. So you held them to field goals. Three field goals.
Right.
So if just one of those are a touchdown, you guys lose this game. So I think moral victory there. Moral victory there. And yeah, Q said I said it. I said it months ago. I said it weeks ago. Said we needed to hope to God the Bengals were going to be able to resurge, and here they come.
Because listen, so Sugar, they didn't even have to score a touchdown. That drive before we scored the touchdown, if Russell Wilson would have just converted that third down, they would have kicked the field goal and put the game out of reach.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying the problem with you need to score taking field goals unless it's like a real at the 30, 40-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
When you get in the red zone, you have to score. You have to score touchdowns. And I think your defense can take away that, hey, we stopped them from scoring touchdowns. All right, cool. But are you going to be able to do that against an elite defense or an elite offense? No. Next week is going to be we're going to see. Next week is a great crossroad for both teams.
Right.
Because this is either going to show that the Ravens can, and I know people were dogging on the Steelers all year because of how we played. But if the Steelers could come out and have a really good game next week, it's going to put a lot of doubt in Ravens and that Ravens team. And
what's going on?
It's going to start to really affect them psychologically, and this might cost them the division. And maybe even into the playoffs. I don't think we're going to have two AFC North teams
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs this year, like we've always had. Most of the years, we've always had two. I think it's probably going to be a AFC in the AFC East. He's going to probably get the two in Miami and the Bills.
Indeed.
And so I don't. Yeah,
but it's three. But it's three. It's three. Yeah. It's three wild card teams now.
It's three wild card. Yeah, but you would probably get
So it's going to probably be the Jets and the Dolphins from the East. And are you saying San Diego from the West?
No, I don't think San Diego. I would.
So then it would have to. So it would have to be Baltimore or Cincinnati, as the third one.
Who's in the South right now? Tennessee and who's the other team?
All right, we got another donation. I appreciate it. A Living Energy Drink sent $10. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate your content. Yes, Living Energy Drink. I appreciate you as well for always supporting and coming through for your boy. But yeah, so it would have.
You're right. It would probably.
I always am.
Be quiet. I don't see the charge. Well, maybe Chargers.
It would have to be the Chargers.
Yeah.
It would have to be the Chargers or the Bengals or Ravens. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. You have your four division. You have your four division winners, and you have your three.
So it's three wild card.
Yes. 4 division winners, 3 wild cards.
Damn. So the AFC East is going to have 3 teams.
Yes.
In the playoffs,
and then probably the AFC North loser is going to probably be the third wild card team if the Chargers don't get it together.
Yeah, because the Jets. Well, maybe the Jets fall off. Dolphins, Bills.
No, who's going to come up though?
You know what though? No, I think the Jets are going to fall off. I think Jets or Miami's going to fall off. I think the Bengals and Ravens. Now, if the Ravens start to falter really bad, maybe the Chargers. No, I think it's good. I think the Ravens and the Bengals are going to both make the playoffs.
Okay,
them two, and then it'll be the Bills with the Dolphins in the East, Chiefs, Titans, Chargers.
Yeah, because because OTR Mike says, speaking of the Chargers, time to take kid gloves off with Herbert. Listen, every time I see Justin Herbert, I think of Sheena Easton. Now, for 99.9% of you out there, you don't know who Sheena Easton is. Way back in the day, she had a song that was called "You Got the Look," and that's what it is with Herbert. He has the look. 6'6" cannon arm. You know, he gets all the stats, but he just doesn't win games. He has yet to take his team to the playoffs. So, you know, when does he start getting that hate that Lamar gets? Lamar's been to the playoffs. I don't care what his record is. He's taken flawed teams to the playoffs and has actually won a playoff game. So why do we think so highly of Justin Herbert, but we speak so lowly of Lamar Jackson? I don't know, but you know. I mean, it might make Suge giggle.
I didn't giggle.
No, I said it might make you giggle. You know,
No,
because
I actually I got a lot
no,
of
no, no,
respect for Lamar
no, no.
Jackson.
You do have respect, but something tickles you.
No, nothing tickles me.
You sure? I
Yeah,
can't say. I'll say it in the Discord, but you told me something tickles you.
no.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
I don't know what
I
you're
like.
talking about.
Yeah. You'll find out later. No worries. Listen. Yes.
I don't
MVP.
think we're whooping your ass.
Listen. No. They might want for one. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between Denver and Pittsburgh. Denver has a very good defense, but Pittsburgh has a good defense and they have TJ Watt. So for one, we're kind of going to be on par with the same thing with this offense struggling. But just like with Denver giving up 85 yards to a rookie tight end, what is it, Greg Dulcich? What do you think is going to happen with Pat Fryermuth, a veteran that who in the past he's beaten us anyway, he's killed us anyway. So what do you think he's going to do? And then also, if Patrick Queen is down, even though he can't cover, who are we going to have out there? Uncle Bynes covering Pat Fryermuth? Because we can't have Roquan doing everything by himself. So that's going to leave a void in the defense. Who's going to guard George Pickens? Are they going to put Marlon on him? I guarantee you they will not. They will not put him on it. He's going to probably be on Deontay. So who's going to guard George Pickens? If Baby Hands has, I'm sorry, Tyler Infant Digits has a halfway decent game. No, it's digits. If he has a halfway decent game, we might get blown out. Like,
and I hate to say it because I traded him to Brodney. All of a sudden, Najee's found his run. Najee's found himself. He is starting to run a lot better than what he was. It's a Family Guy race card me.
I told you it tickles you.
I know I'm laughing at Jay.
I told you it tickles.
I'm laughing at Jay. God damn it.
Yes, listen, everybody's offense comes online because even Russ, with all his deficiencies this year, he hit some deep shots on us. Like your favorite corner's favorite corner, he got a couple shots thrown on him. Now, if we're struggling with these bums, and I hate to say it, but Denver's a bunch of bums, Pittsburgh is going to struggle a bit. Oh, we got another donation. We got a $10 donation from my man Brodney. I appreciate the support. It says, do you take topic suggestions for hanging with Hendo? Negatory. That's a negatory, rubber ducky. Negatory. We don't have a hanging with Hendo. You know,
we do.
Backslide Rodney. We have that. Says, do we still have the kid from Oregon on the practice squad, the QB? No, I think we've been let him go. But he might be, because he actually played pretty decent in the preseason. I liked him better than I liked Huntley. Anthony Brown, I think his name is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But appreciate you, Brodney. Listen, if you want to be an awesome individual like Brodney, there is a pinned link in the comments that leads you to Stream Elements. And if you want to donate to the channel and have Lamar Jackson dancing on the side of me, just head over there, do what you can. If you do not, I understand. But it is a way to support the show. It helps me grow this channel and do some things for my patrons, do some things for you all. Because like I said, next month, we're going to do a couple things. He said, I appreciate if you answer my question. I did answer your question, B. I said, no, we don't. We don't take suggestions because there's no show. No. Okay, Henderson. I don't care what it is. There's no hang with anyone at all. And that's right. Mike, I'm QB is Mandrews or Handrews. I'm still, you know what? Mark Andrews has reverted back to Mark Handrews because for some reason, I guess these games are getting too big for him because he's starting to drop a lot of passes. And y'all were trying to say he was better than Travis Kelce. No, not at all. All right, now let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly portion of the show. So let me know in the comments what you thought the good, the bad, and the ugly of this game was. So for me, the good was, Andrews. The good was we won the game.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the only good that I can take out of this. The bad is Lamar getting hurt. Also, coupled with all the other injuries, we had Patrick Queen go out. Likely, he has a shoulder issue right now. Pat McCarry, he has something going on with his foot, so I think that's going to mean Faalele, if he can't get healthy, might have to starting the next game. And what do you think Pittsburgh is going to do if Lele or Pat McCarr? They're going to put TJ Watt over there. And he's going to destroy them. The ugly for me, it has to be this offense. The philosophy, the scheme, just anything associated with this offense, not named Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. It's just a travesty how far we've let this go. It's sad that our offense has become a tragedy. It's like a Shakespeare poem or a play from the old days. It's a tragedy. And I guess the Ravens said, hey, let's see how far we can go with as little as possible. Even with the injuries, even watching us struggle. They said, let's see what we can do. And let's see how far Lamar can take us. And now, just like with Justin Houston, we may have to limit may have to limit snaps of Lamar. Not have him run as much, not put that wear and tear on his body because he's not a young kid anymore. And I can tell you, once you start hitting that old age, everything starts to bother you. So, how about you, Shug?
I have to say the good is obviously the win. I mean, it's great that you guys won. I think the bad was obviously Lamar getting hurt. And I think the ugly is coaching, particularly that James Prochet passed. I mean, why? Why? Doesn't make sense. And so what do you like? Why did you decide to pull that out now? So I think until tomorrow when we find out what's going on with Lamar, I don't think you guys are in that big of a trouble, but it's looking bad.
I'm sorry, we got another $10 donation from Rodney. My man. It says the good is the W, the bad. People think Huntley can play. Ugly is the injuries. Appreciate you, Rodney, for always coming through.
Rodney never donates this much on any of my shows.
First of all, he gives you it all in one go. Like he just puts it all, lumps it together, and hits you off.
No. Treat me like a stripper, $1 at a time. I'm good.
Or would you prefer that he put fake names?
I don't put fake names.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you do George Pickens. Yeah, you do George Pickens.
You
know how I know?
How?
You know what I figured out?
How?
When I get the email.
Yeah, you see
it tells you
name.
No. It tells you it. You sure? Are you sure?
Me.
Do you want me to bring up the proof? Don't make me go courtroom on you, bro. I'll bring up the proof and prove that it's you. Because it has the string, it has the name that you use.
I can tell you,
and it has the and it has your email.
I can tell you this. I didn't misspell people's names. I can tell you that much.
We know for a fact that it's you because the names were misspelled. No. I don't think George Pickens would misspell his name.
No. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now with 100%.
You sure?
Facts.
So you've never donated. So you never
go look at that George Pickens.
No. I'm not talking about no. Sure, my argument isn't George Pickens
incorrectly and see if it was me.
So we're going to play the word game. I'm not saying that one was particularly you. So you have not used another name outside of your own to donate to somebody's channel. Is that what you're telling me? You've only used. You've only.
Think I want to get in trouble?
You've only used your name. Is that what you're telling me? Because that's all I hit. Yes or no?
Shug is not even my real name.
No,
so
no. Listen.
No, I've never used my real name.
You know what I'm aside from Shug or Suge Knight or Sugarton, have you used any name outside of that to donate to this channel or LBHT's channel in the last 2 weeks?
What did this turn into an interrogation?
Exactly. Oh man, Jimmy G broke his foot.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn, they could have traded for Huntley. Baby mittens? No, it's toddler. It's toddler digits.
Mittens is coming.
Toddler
mittens
digits
is coming. And I love the fact that Ravens fans are. There's this one Ravens fan that I always get into it with him, and he's crying. He's like, "Oh, the Steelers never get to play the Ravens when we're at full strength." Yeah, we did. We beat you when you had Lamar. You were 8-3. We beat you. We beat Lamar twice.
Listen, we weren't at full strength, but. We know we weren't.
Everybody has injuries.
We lost anyway. I don't make excuses. You should know by now. I don't make excuses for injuries. I don't care who's playing and who's not playing. If you win, you win. You lose, you lose. I don't say
make excuses for anything.
Right, because it is what it is for me. Yeah. I'm an old man, bro. I don't have time to make excuses.
Yeah. How you're like what? 30?
I will be. Yeah, I'll be 30. I'll be 31 next month.
There you go. So see,
plus 17 years.
You know whose birthday is this month?
Who?
The person that's on screen that's donated. You still have the I don't know if you can see it, but your animation's still up for donation.
Is it? It does
Yeah,
that
so,
sometimes. It's weird. It does that
but
sometimes.
it's Brodney's birthday this month, and I asked him. I said, "So what are we doing? Are we doing a stream for your birthday? We partying?" He doesn't want to. But shout out to Brodney. His birthday's coming up.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want. What? Why not?
I don't know, because Brodney's
Right.
Brodney's Brodney.
He's Bronny. Thanks.
You know.
All right. Did you give you a good, bad, and ugly?
Yeah, I said the win was good. The bad was Lamar getting hurt, and the ugly was the coaching, aka that pro shave throw.
Okay, I was just making sure because I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes I
Right,
get to
they
talking.
are.
Sometimes I get to talking and I forget where I'm at.
Yeah, I know. I definitely know that because I'm looking at the time, and somebody told me, "Oh,
I said under an hour. I know I said under an hour, but we
and
had.
we're still
Listen,
probably going to go another 30 minutes." So it is what it
nah,
is.
nah. These people. Listen, somebody in the chat said it's time to start wrapping this up.
Nobody said that.
I wait till I find it.
Nobody said that.
Wait till I find it.
Mr. J, y'all know Bronny doesn't like humans to a certain point. He definitely doesn't.
Facts.
He definitely doesn't.
Facts. Listen, if you guys want to hang out with one of the nicest, meanest people on earth, it's that guy.
It is.
It's this guy. The nicest, most kind, gentle, evil, mean people.
The backhanded compliment,
Compliment.
Not compliments. He didn't even compliment you half the time. But the
you
backhanded,
talking about him? I thought you were talking about me.
Yeah. No, the backhanded statements that he makes towards you is just hits you in the gut. He gets you sometimes with some stuff that he says.
Listen, Brodney hits you with that psychological warfare.
Yes,
he plays mind. Listen, if you're not strong mentally, B will get you.
Yeah, I have definitely gotten off of StreamYard and went and cried in bed because of some of the things Brodney has said to me.
Facts, Mr. J. He has when it's dealing with children, though. Yeah, that's the guy to come to when it's dealing with children.
I mean, my daughter always calls him Uncle Brodney.
You do? Yeah, they love Uncle Brodney,
and they love Uncle Hendo too.
And maybe one day.
One day.
All right, now let's get to it was her birthday. I wanted to get her something, so maybe soon. She's so nice. But we're gonna get to our risers and fallers right now. All right, Shug. Let me know if you have any players from this game or coaches or whomever in the risers category.
Not much. I mean, there isn't really much to be so happy about. I mean,
we're Ravens.
You can maybe say Huntley. Because I think Mr. J or Deion had said it. You have a competent backup QB. He is competent, so he is competent. But the problem is now you're going to see when you don't have a dynamic player like Lamar back there, and you just have a regular QB. I remember a couple last year. Aaron, you bring this up a lot of times. Ravens fans are like, "Oh, we don't need Lamar. We have Huntley." Okay, now let's see what he can do. Because you had him last year, you didn't win a game. Now you have him this year, and if he doesn't win a game this year, are we still going to say that he is comparable to Lamar Jackson? Is Brodney messaging you right now?
No. It's not to me. It's to Brandon, but it's what he messaged.
I just saw that.
but yet and still, this is what he told us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a lie. Yeah, Brodney, that's a lie.
Facts.
But yeah, now you're gonna find out what he can do, and the realization is, look, Lamar is a dynamic player. He changes the game. He's a true MVP to your team, and this might cost you the playoffs if he's out longer than 2 or 3 weeks. And it might even cost you playoffs if he is out just 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because you might get 2 losses. And like we saw, Cincinnati just beat KC,
Yeah.
And now that comes down to that last game.
Yeah, it might.
So I would say fallers. I would say the coaching staff.
Okay.
And I would say Lamar. He's fallen because this team isn't competent enough to to keep him safe, and it sucks because I think Jose was breaking the play down. Someone missed their block, and that's where the sack happened.
Josh Oliver missed his block.
That's where the sack happened, and that's where the injury happened. And so, I'm not saying as far as Lamar, he's falling as a player. I'm just saying he's out with injury now, and so now if he, Bronny was saying earlier on the stream, he should just sit out for the rest of the season. And, Jose was like, I don't think he would do that, but like he has to protect himself. If he's going to go back in there and get hurt more, and he was already dealing with injuries, why are you going to risk it? Because when you're trying to get, a payday, why not just shut it down? Shut it down. And like Bronny said, I request a trade as soon as the season ends. I don't want to be here anymore.
Facts.
I would, trade me somewhere. And Carolina, Jets, Miami. Ooh, if he goes to Carolina, I think we're gonna see the happiest we've ever seen Brodney in our lives. Like the smile that will be on his face.
Most definitely. All right. So for my risers and Wheezy, my risers, I'm going to start off, and I know that this is going to make Yolanda be very, very happy, is Odafe Owe. Listen, he got his second sack of the season, and with the pace that he's going right now, by season's end, he will have 3 total sacks. So
he gets disrespect him like that.
he gets about a sack every 6 games. So he's on pace for approximately 3 sacks, and he's on fire. Like he's on fire. I gotta give him props. Like, and this wasn't I fell into a sack. Like he literally beat the dude. Now I will admit, when he was chasing Russell Wilson, he looked a little slow. But I'm not here to bash him. He's a riser. Like I believe he's going to get another sack by season's end. My next riser is going to be grad assistant Mike McDonald. I think he learned from last week's debacle that when you have a team driving down the field with no timeouts or little to no timeouts, that you cover the middle of the field. I mean, you cover the sidelines and you have them go to the middle of the field. And I think he did that very well because last week he let Jacksonville just go sideline to sideline to sideline to sideline. So I give him that for figuring something out. But once again, it was the Denver Broncos and their offense. So my last riser is Pat Ricard. Slot Ricard, Project Pat, Drewski, whatever you call that dude. He's a riser for me because he only got 1 target in the pass game and he really didn't play that much. I think that Greg Roman is finally starting to figure a little something out. The less we have Ricard on the field, the less likely that we are to lose. All right, mods, take care of it. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Tandra? Thank you for joining the stream.
What's going on, Tandra?
All right, for my fallers, it's got to be James Prochet. What was he thinking on that play? Like, listen, we were going to at least get a field goal. And I know you want your shine. I know you want your props. I know you want to make the 4-letter show on the top 10 plays or whatever, but either you tuck and run it, you throw it out of bounds. I know you practiced that play enough to know what the alternatives were. Now, my second faller is going to be, he throw better than Huntley. It was a tight spiral, though. My second faller is going to be Greg Roman. 1, for drawing up that play and putting him in that situation. And even the announcers were like, hey, why is it 2 receivers in the same vicinity? So that lets you know, and it goes back to Greg Roman cannot scheme up a passing play. Now, when I told you to steal some plays from other teams, that was not it. That was not it. Jose said, leave Prochet alone. You can't fall any lower. Listen, and y'all know I like Prochet. Y'all know I like Prochet, and I want him to do well. But when you start having more negative plays than receptions, it's a problem. Like your penalties, you throwing interceptions, it's becoming a problem now. So I think he needs to just already transition over to being a Ravens assistant coach and let it go after the season. He was calling recruits through the headset you have. Listen, no, he almost cost us a game, but luckily Denver is who Denver is. My next one is going to be John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is a faller for me. It's just that as a head coach, I don't know if he can see what we see or he can see what others see, but just letting Greg Roman get away with this horrible game plan, it's mind-boggling that he can just sit back and be like, yeah, he's doing a very good job. Like, I approve this message. Like, head coaches are supposed to go over the game plan with their offensive and defensive coordinators throughout the week. And I can't see a head coach saying, this is what we're running. These are the things that we're doing, whether Lamar was there or not. So, and my last one is going to be Andrews because he's got the dropsies again. Tanja says, do you see Roman call the quick game like we've been requested for Lamar? Long extended plays, receivers running up the field. Why is the game called better, faster for Huntley, but not Lamar? Because they don't have Lamar to depend on. They depend on Lamar to make the plays himself. And when he's not in the game, they say, you know what? We actually have to coach. So that's why things look a little bit different. And it happened last year. So we can't say it's a one-off. We can't say it just happened because they did the same thing last year. The Chicago game, when Lamar didn't play, same thing. Lamar came back, we went back to the norm. Lamar went out, we went back to the quick game, different route concepts. We just did things differently. But another thing is when Lamar's not in the game, we struggle running the ball. Huntley was our leading rusher, 41 yards. I think next was Kenyon Drake at 29. When Lamar's not in, Greg Roman does not know what to do. So for your run game guru genius, he's not in.
Yeah. And next week you're running into the 6th best run defense.
Listen, even if you were the 30th best run defense,
what I'm saying is you without Lamar.
Yeah, without Lamar, we were not doing anything as anybody.
Yeah, you're not going to run the ball for sure. So you better hope Prochet can hit those passes next week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that he was in the game. You know, I wanted to see Tylan Wallace, but unfortunately, he's on injured reserve. I don't know how you hurt yourself on the bench, but I guess it happens. Listen, if Sammy Sosa can blow his back out sneezing, I guess you can hurt yourself sitting on the bench.
You know, I've blown out some backs in my time.
Pause.
No, I got hurt at a job going up a ladder. What do you think I was mean? God, you're always saying pause.
Okay, I'm just being sure. All right, so and as a perspective of an opponent, what do you feel like the outlook is for the Ravens going forward?
Ooh, not good. No, it's just not good unless Lamar can come back. He misses one game. If he misses one game, then the outlook is still not great, but at least you got your franchise QB there. If he's out for 2 or 3 games, if he's not able to get back by the time the second Steeler game rolls around, then you might be 0-3, 1-2, and needing to win against Cincinnati to either win the division or get in the playoffs, and that's not good. So the outlook is very rough, and if you don't make the playoffs, or maybe you make the playoffs and it's one and done, I don't think Lamar's going to be here next year. I think he's requested a trade. I had said that he was gonna do they were gonna franchise tag him and he would stay and then request a trade or say I don't want to sign it and just go to free agency or whatever they could do after that one. I think now he's gone. I do believe a lot of the Ravens fans that are saying that. I do believe that. I think he's done because you're looking at Twitter and we know he's looking at the stuff because you got to do with that fan. Right. And there's people sitting there like you have. I had retweeted it. I don't know why I didn't tag you. My apologies, Hendo, but I retweeted it where who was it? The people Ishmael
Qadri Ismail.
Ishmael, yeah, Qadri Ishmael.
Ismail.
Look at Huntley commanding that offense, and you had people going better than Lamar easily. Like, are you effing kidding me? Are you really tweeting that out?
Yeah.
Like the Ravens fans just don't want Lamar in Baltimore. Just say if that's the case, just say it. Just say we don't want you here. Cool.
Well, listen. I mean, Ravens fans have been brainwashed. They've been brainwashed to tell players that they don't deserve a certain amount of money, and if they don't want to take that hometown discount, that they need to go. And that's what it is with Lamar. They think that he's talented, but in their minds, they have to make up something. to force him out of town. Because what's going to happen is if Lamar leaves, you're going to start hearing this, oh, Lamar was a cancer, Lamar this, Lamar that, he was bad for the team. Watch how they turn on him.
That's crazy.
Because that's what Ravens fans do. They have to rationalize why that much talent left this city. So, it's not
because y'all turned on him, not you. And I
mean, I know.
But Baltimore fans turned on him.
I mean,
it started last week. It started 2 weeks ago. Oh, he's overthrowing balls. Oh, look at this. Why is he can't do this? Oh, he's always worried about his money. Oh, look at how he treats fans. Like, you think a player would want to stay in the city when it's his own fans doing that? If it was Steeler fans, Cincinnati fans, Cleveland fans, Raider fans saying this about him, I think you pay him no mind. It's your own fans throwing him under the bus. So yeah, he's gonna be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be here anymore. So I think Bronny's correct. I'd be surprised if he plays for the rest of the season. I'd be very surprised.
Listen, y'all, the Ravens fans should be glad that Lamar is the individual that he is. Because if Lamar were me, he is I and I am him. I'm telling you right now, I would leave Baltimore next year just because of y'all. Because I'm that spiteful. Like, you can tell the people here do not appreciate him.
Oh, absolutely.
He gets all the blame for everything that ails this team. He doesn't get the credit, but when it's gone wrong, when the defense gives up multiple scores, it's Lamar should have done this.
I guarantee you, if they had made that field goal today, somebody would have blamed Lamar. Well, he shouldn't have got hurt.
Facts. And Roxanne, the quick game was open because they had to respect DJXP. He played 7 snaps in a 4-quarter game. False. I'm sorry. That's it.
Yeah, and Todd's right. They're already turning on him again. Yeah, they turned on in earlier in the season. I think when you guys lost to Miami. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's not completing balls. He's overthrowing. If he could just get us a third down, things like that. And then then last week was the tweet, and now this week they're just going to turn on him. Look, I guarantee you, we'll find it, Hundo, where someone's going to be like, he's injury prone. He's injury prone. Why are you going to pay him $250 for if he's injury prone? No, it's because your line didn't block for him and got him hurt.
Facts. Yeah, Kadri, listen, I'm not going to say what I really think about Kadri. And he had 2 good years out of his whole career. He acts like he was this superstar. I remember when he was in Minnesota, the Missile, because his brother was the Rocket, so he was the Missile, and he wasn't all that. He has that. I'm not.
Can I be the landmine?
Go right ahead.
Okay, cool. I want to be something explosive.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Oh, no. That's safe for Magic. Yeah, that's safe for Magic. Yes, they've already turned on Lamar. Like, why would he want to stay in the city for a man that, for one, is a generational, transcendent talent of the likes that we have not seen in Baltimore ever before? Not only is he that, but he is a good dude, especially with these young guys out here. I know I make fun of a lot of the young people nowadays, but he is a respectful young man. He goes places in Baltimore I don't go. Aside from work, about a month ago, I hadn't gone to the flea market in about 25 years. And Lamar's just going down there and picking up a hat. He can go anywhere and pick up a hat. Like, this man loves this city. He loves this fan base. And we switch on him at the drop of a dime and blame everything on this young man. And y'all are going to miss him. Maybe not you all here right now, because, we a little bit different. But you, the Ravens flock, the Purple Patrollers, y'all are going to miss him when he's gone. And when you see what real football is like with this roster, the way that it's constructed, without Lamar pulling miracles out of his bottom, we're going to see. And y'all going to know.
For sure.
Yes, Mike, we have turned into the old Redskin fan base. I hate DC. I hate the Redskins, bruh. And we have become them.
The Commanders now.
And we're going to the commies.
Let's be correct. Commanders.
No, but he's talking about we're talking about when they were.
Yeah, but we can't use that name anymore. Come on.
Why can't we?
Because it's disrespectful.
We're ones to talk about disrespect now.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Well,
I'm just trying to be politically correct.
Okay. Remember, keep that same energy, because we have this on tape, and we're gonna keep this. Yeah, keep that same energy. All right, now the last topic that I let's see. Ravency says the fact Lamar gets more than one touchdown with this offense is crazy. Huntley barely got a touchdown today with that same offense. Listen, until the end of the game, Huntley barely made it past the 20-yard line. He barely got to the red zone until that last drive. So yeah. But all right. So this next one is a sticky topic. You know, I just want to get for some people, I just want to get everyone's opinion on this because I'm kind of on the fence right now. I already know how Brodney feels about it, but I just want to see, you know, check the temperature of the room and see how everybody else feels. And we got Deion Sanders' decision to leave Jackson State and go coach Colorado. So on one hand, you know, I can see where it says, all right, Tops Drop, thank you for stopping by. I can see on one hand where, you know, they say white coaches, they get promotions, they go from job to job, they're celebrated. When a black man does it, it's an issue. He's abandoning his people. You know what I'm saying? He's switching up. He's doing certain things. The memes have already been out. They use the next Friday or Friday after next.
That was the one I was gonna say.
They use the Friday after,
because I was the type of brother that said I wasn't gonna leave the hood for a little bit of money. But when I got the money, I was gone.
Facts. Listen. Open mic.
Oh, there you go.
With OTR Mike, he's dropping it tomorrow. If you have not checked out his channel, it is the real deal. Make sure you go over to his channel, like and subscribe, see what he has going on. Because I'm telling you, I'm waking up early tomorrow to make sure I hear what he has to say. But once again, you know, there's this sellout mentality, this Coon and Kadri Ishmael syndrome that we have within our community, and some people think, you know, it's taboo to do that. Now, others are saying that he went to a predominantly black school, and he used them to kind of boycott his career. Now, I mean, I can't say whether he did or he did not, but isn't that what his counterparts do at their schools? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you know, the PWIs, the coaches at the PWIs, they go from school to school. Some guys go to one school to another school to get back to their alma mater, which may be a Power 5 school. So for him, I don't know how I feel about this because you know, I would like to see more of my people, more of a representation at these top schools. Now, Colorado to me isn't really a top school, but it's a little bit more prestigious than where he's coming from. I would like to see that representation, but then also I want to see HBCUs thrive. And that's what he helped do. He helps change everything around. He helped bring recruits there. Now, with all the work that he did, it can be undone with this one move because all that talent that they brought to Jackson State, because they got the #1 recruit in the country. Once he goes to Colorado, do you not think that these recruits are going to follow him over to Colorado? Yeah. So now we're back to square one where nobody's checking out Jackson State or the SWAC or the HBCUs, HBC schools.
God damn, all these porno things are coming in your
facts. It's because I got you here.
They yes, sir. No, I see where you're coming from, Hendo, and you got to look at it from two sides. You got to look at it from the cultural side, and you got to look at it from the football aspect. All right. The football aspect is if you want to be a coach, usually if you play in the NFL, you can get an assistant job at a college or even in the NFL pretty quickly because you are known as a player. But usually you're going to start at the bottom. Let's say you never played in the NFL, but you want to coach. Right. You have to start the low, high school. Then if you can get some winning done, you move up maybe like a D2 college, D3 junior college. And if you get wins there, you can move up. So that's the process. Is you got to start from the bottom, move up. When you're a player, when you have a name, you get a little bit more of an extra push. So if you can get that extra push, you're going to use that to your advantage. And we've known coaches that do that. They use their name, their brothers, siblings of other coaches or players, and that's how they get their start. To me, you can obviously tell Deion wants to be not just in college, he wants to be in a
NFL.
top 5 power school, possibly the NFL. And he had to start somewhere. Somewhere with Jackson. Was Jackson is it Jackson State or just Jackson?
Jackson State.
Okay, Jackson State. He had to start somewhere. He was there he gave 2 years. He won 2 championships with them. So he gave, and he said he gave it his, he was going to give it his all. He was going to do the best he can, and he made them champions. If you're taking it from the football side, then what else do you expect? Maybe he's leaving a year earlier than you would have liked, but he did what he said he was going to do, and now he has an opportunity to go to a at least a known school.
They won a national championship in my lifetime.
Oh, who? The
Colorado.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying, but it's a known school. Like I tell you what, ABC is going to have them on Saturdays. That school will be on TV now because of Deion. They're going to get on TV. So, you got to look at it from that way. And then he's going to leave that school. If he can win there, he can leave that school and get either an NFL job, a Florida State job, and he want and possibly, build that up. So he's doing what any football side would do. Now, culturally, you would want him to stay in a
HBCU.
HBCU, because of who he is, the name, the fact that he is also a black man that will represent, and that name will bring eyes to those schools that normally don't get those eyes.
Right.
Like you really only heard about these schools if you knew about them, or some. I want to respond so bad to me. What did I say?
No. I think to the topic, because he has an episode dropping tomorrow, so I don't think he wants to leak any of what he's going to say tomorrow.
And I think a lot of people are looking at it from that way, is because culturally, that's going to bring a lot of eyes to those schools and help those schools, because they predominantly don't get a lot of help. They don't have a lot of eyes on them. You only know about the schools if you know about those schools. I've actually only known about some of those schools through movies, media, and things like that. And the fact that they have gotten national recognition because of Deion,
right?
You've seen them on ESPN when you normally don't, unless it's like a crazy game or something. You don't really hear about them on ESPN. Okay, cool, Mike, the GOAT. Make sure to check that out. But I think that people, and a lot of people are more upset. Are saying, well, why are people worried about him? People are saying he's leaving because of the money, and I don't really think it's the money. I think it's more of the opportunity. He wants to play for he wants to coach for a big school and eventually coach for the NFL. Right. There's nothing wrong with that. That's aspirations. If he can move it as quick as possible, then that's what he's going to do. Like, we don't get mad when we used to, but we don't get mad when a kid would go play 1 year of college basketball and then go to the NBA.
Right.
So why are you getting mad at a coach doing the same thing? Again, I understand culturally you want what he brings, the eyes he brings to stay on these schools, 100%. But his aspirations are other things, so you can't hate on that, And you can't. Anybody can hate,
but I don't honestly, I don't think it's the fact that it's about him and his aspirations. I think it's all about the fact that the big game that he talked about, the recognition and what he was going to do for HBCUs. I think if he may have waited maybe 2 more years, you set your foundation, then you also bring others along with you that can carry on a legacy after you. I think if he'd have done something like that, and then also, for a lot of us that have watched Deion play, we know for him, it's about ego. It's not about the money. It's about his ego. And I know for a fact that he did what he did, applaud him, but he felt he was better than Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? He, in a minute or two, he's going to feel like he's better than Colorado. So I just think that if he actually utilized it and brought people with him and set it up for people to carry on what he started, things may have been a little bit different. But it's just like, it appears that he was using the HBCU schools and the SWAC just to propel him onto bigger and better things. And for us, we're used to, as a society and a culture, for us as Black people, we're used to watching people go for their own. You know what I'm saying? We're used to watching people look out for themselves, except for in the LBHT, community. We don't look out for ourselves. We all about each other. But aside from that, we're used to people just saying, you know what? Do like me, be like me, get it like I got it. And it's not always fair like that. So I just think, like I said, I can't say whether it's right nor it's wrong. It is that man's decision to do what he so felt. But, I can understand both sides of it.
Yeah. And I see what Bronny's saying here, that he talked up, and that is, I can understand why people are upset that he talked up the HBCUs and trying to bring those eyes because of him on there, and he was going to do all this stuff, and then you're right, he just leaves. But we always talk about contracts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does he have a contract? I'm not sure. Does he have a contract? Does he have a amount of time that he was supposed to be there, or is it just showed up and he can leave when he wants?
I mean, it's always negotiable. I don't know what this contract situation is with them, but I'm sure, just like with any college coach, there's a clause in it that if you get a better opportunity or a chance to move up, you can.
What we find out? What if they came out tomorrow that his contract was only for 2 years?
I don't think that would make a difference. Because like Brodney said, you talked all this big boy stuff, about what you wanted to do, your plans, all this other stuff. Now you got all of these young Black men to come to this school or to come to this region or to come to this conference, and they did it all because of you. Now you're saying, no, I got you here, but I'm out. And yes, some of them will enter the transfer portal and go with him to Colorado, but everybody's not that talented. Yeah. Everybody on that team, in that college, or in that conference, they're not that talented. So they can't just up and go. So now they're stuck in this conference that doesn't have the notoriety or visibility that it once had. So now, am I not going to get noticed by the NFL? Because they're no longer covering us like they would have if Deion would have stayed.
Yeah, no,
and I know that somebody wrote that part of the problem with Jackson State was 88% of their alumni had nothing to do with the school. They didn't contribute, they didn't come back, they didn't do anything. So I don't know if that played a part in him leaving, but once again, I can't call it because that's that man's decision.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's
so
crazy.
If you want to give your final thoughts on this decision, or if you've already given it,
No, I just think, I feel bad, and I understand what you're saying about the kids that transfer there, and they're not going to be able to transfer, or not. They're going there, but they won't be able to transfer to Colorado, or because and they went there for him. Yeah, that sucks, and you feel kind of slighted. And for Deion, I think he better not lose, because you're gonna look foolish that you left these schools, Jackson, and you lose, and you're not the coach that people that you were showing yourself to be, because you were coaching over there. You're gonna kind of come off looking a little weak, and if you try to go back, I don't think you can go back now. Especially no school's gonna want to bring you back. So I think, they might, but I think it would be a very very bad look, but he just better win.
He don't better win because, he's prime time. It's all about ego. So if they don't win, it's because school didn't give enough funding. He didn't get enough support from the booster. Like, what I'm saying? It'll not be about what it really is and take the onus off of him. So, like I said, you do what you need to do. You do what you want to do, I guess, to get where you want to be in life. And that's just what it is. So we have been here for almost an hour and a half, and I said that we weren't. I'm sorry, Shay. I didn't really want to be here. But we have reached the remittance portion of this program, which is pretty much just the overtime period, the extra innings, whatever you want to call it. At this part of the show, We like to talk about anything that you want to talk about. Sure, you can bring up any topic that you want to talk about in the comments. If you have any questions, anything that you would like for us to discuss, please bring it up now. But just know it's rapid fire. If you do not answer me quickly, I will log off. Just saying.
There you go. And he will log off. He leaves shows like it's the thing to do.
Shug, I had another show to do. I told you this. I stayed on your show for an hour and a half. You're so unappreciative.
I'm very appreciative of you. Don't go there.
So unappreciative.
Do not go there. You know I'm appreciative of you. You've been checking out the World Cup games?
A little bit. I've been working, and actually I was working in a bar yesterday down by the Ravens Stadium, and they had the USA game on.
And USA got smoked.
Did they? I'm just sitting in there like, this is terrible. All them people up there early in the morning. The ball wasn't even supposed to be open, but they up there just early, just like getting drunk.
Soccer becomes a big thing when it comes around every 4. Like, it's weird. World Cup. Like, we have the MLS here. Barely
nobody cares.
Yeah. You know, they have the Premier Leagues and the clubs and everything, and people will watch it. Cool, whatever. But World Cup comes around, we all just start, becoming patriotic. USA, this and that, or whatever country you're from. I was going for Mexico until they shit the bed. Apparently Caleb wasn't going for Mexico because he doesn't watch soccer. It was like that. I watch soccer. I know how to play it. I actually played it when I was a kid. Too much damn running. I realized watching it, it's too much damn running, Hendo. Like, it's beyond too much running.
It is. And I fell victim to anything out of the American norm because I tried to get into hockey, and it is boring as hell. So I tried to get into hockey. It was just too much, especially when you get a 1-0 game. Horrible. So I was like, soccer has to be the same thing, but on grass. Until Brodney was like, bruh, you need to kind of slide over here and look at this World Cup. And I saw that first game and was like, oh, so this actually can be exciting amongst the boring portions. But yes, I give it to them. Listen, football, or whatever they want to call it, is actually pretty good. And no, Davon, it is not. Hockey is not beautiful.
I enjoy hockey. Hockey can be very dangerous. Have you ever seen when the guy got his neck cut open with the skate?
No.
Yeah, that was in a game. That happened on a game, and if it wasn't for the medics that were in stadium, that guy would have died. They saved him because the player, like, I don't know if he fell or what he did, but his foot came up and just sliced across the neck. And
have you ever
on the ice?
Have you ever ice skated?
Yeah, I have. I'm actually a really good skater.
Really?
I played roller hockey. I played roller hockey for like a year.
Roller hockey and ice skating, two different things.
No, but we would ice skate also.
Oh, okay.
I could, yeah.
I'm gonna have to challenge you one day.
Sure.
I
don't know if I can do. I don't know if I can play hockey now.
Not hockey, just ice skating, just racing.
Oh yeah, I'll ice skate all day.
Okay.
So and the last time we went to a roller rink.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a bum shoulder, and I hadn't skated in a while, and I was like trying to catch my balance, and I threw my arms up. Oh, I cried because my shoulder just was killing me. But yeah, I love. I used to be able to rollerblade, ice skate, roller skate, all that stuff. For a fat guy, I can move too.
Okay, I mean a lot of fat guys can move, so.
Yeah, but I look sexy when I do it.
All right, so we're gonna end the show on that note. Mr. Sugarton, let the people know what you have going on and where they can find you.
All right. So normally on a Tuesday, I have the Still Conspiracy podcast that, of course, my good man Hendo would probably be on along with Brodney, that I co-host with Garnett. He'll be back sooner than later. But unfortunately, this Tuesday, I won't be able to because my daughter has a Christmas concert and she'll be singing. So daddy being a father comes first. So
Facts.
I will not be able to do a show this Tuesday. Maybe I'll do something Monday, and I don't know if I'll be able to. But we'll see. I won't be able to do anything Monday. So yeah, Still Conspiracy is probably not going to happen this week. But on Friday, I have late night. I was going to say hanging with Hendo. On Friday, I have late night with Suge Night, where I hang out with different people talking just a bunch of stuff, and We just have conversation. Last weekend, this past Friday, I had 2 content creators on, and we did smash or pass Batman characters, which was awesome. So if you want to come hang out Friday nights on my channel, Suge Knight 323, late night with Suge Knight, and come hang out. Like I said, we'll talk about a bunch of stuff. Hendo's going to be on there very soon, along with OTR Mike. Lunch Break Hot Take's going to be on there. I'm trying to get Dave on D Weezy. If anyone's free this Friday, I actually don't have anybody that won't.
Mr. J. Mr. J to 6.
Yeah, Mr. J to 6.
Caleb.
Anyone who wants to jump on Friday, let me know. I'll still have a show even if it's by myself. Late night with Suge Knight, and also you can follow me Suge Knight 323 on Twitter and TikTok. Suge Knight 1323 on Twitch, where I'm usually playing Magic tournaments, Modern Warfare, playing video games. Miss Raven C, you got to hit me up. I need your Modern Warfare tag so we can get together and play. And
don't do it, Raven C.
Come hang out. Hendo, like always, thank you for inviting me onto your show. Appreciate it. It's always a good time hanging out with you and talking football, not Ravens football.
You're Ravens.
I refuse to be a pro.
You keep saying it, man. But whatever. Listen, I thank you all for stopping by. Make sure you check out my man Suge. Go over to his channel, Suge Knight 323, and everything he has going on. Like and subscribe. Let's get my man them subs. Also, Lunch Break Hot Take. Go over, subscribe. They do a live show every Wednesday. They just recently completed a live stream a little bit earlier about the Ravens game. Go check that out. Go check out my man Raven C, my man D Weezy, my man OTR Mike, Open Mic with OTR Mike. He's coming out with a new episode tomorrow morning. I think they come out like what, 8 o'clock in the morning? Eastern Standard Time? I could be wrong. But make sure you check them all out. Dope content creators, guys I look up to, guys I like watching. So let's build this community up. Let's come together and make this something better than what it is.
For sure.
So I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. If you have not, leave a comment. And remember, never give into conformity. Think for yourself. Formulate your own opinions. And most importantly, be somebody important. Be yourself. And until next time, I'm out.